This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by
libertybooksnh.net, something that rhymes with net.
We're at the New Hampshire Liberty Forum, and inside the Essex Room at the Nashua Crown Plaza Hotel, Free Talk Live, interviewing a man some call the next Jesse Ventura.
That opportunity. What were some of the things that you were talking about yesterday? That maybe give us, a brief version for our listeners that couldn't make it out.
Yeah, I was talking about how people's worldview becomes so ingrained in them, and that's what really we're fighting against. Is people have been indoctrinated ever since they were children in government schools to think a certain way, the statist way, and most people have never been actually exposed to liberty in any fashion. And also I tried to throw in some Austrian economics and explain why the libertarian paradigm and the Austrian economic paradigm is a much better reflection of the way that the world really works than the statist paradigm that we're all taught through school.
I have to say that your speech was, I think, less than an hour, but I probably got more information packed into that time period about economics in that one speech than I think I've ever really gotten in my life. It was
Thank you very much.
It was really informative, I have to say. So great speech, and hopefully they're going to have you back to do something else next year. Maybe they'll let you keynote the next year.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Actually, Dick Heller's in there right now, and they're
Is he still going on?
Yeah. So I've got to split and get back in there. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
Let's wrap this up, buddy.
You can sit well down.
Hey, thanks for having me on,
Glen,
guys.
it's always good having you, dude. Keep up the great work. Glen Jacobs, he is a tremendously large individual, but also tremendously large intellect. The guy is brilliant. I mean, Johnson, I don't know if you had a chance to talk to Glen very much. Johnson with us here on mic 2.
I'm wondering, a lot of the talk that he has is very cerebral. I was going to ask a question, but he had to run out the door. But I'm just wondering if that, as far as an approach, it sounds like an interesting way to approach people to discuss freedom is to start with that economic policy and to start with that as a way to really sort of explain, here's why this isn't working. I mean, it's something that's so very straightforward to almost offer proof, like, here you go.
Right, and it's kind of funny coming from somebody like Glen. I mean, he's, in case you don't know, how would you describe this guy?
Huge.
He's the biggest man I know.
Of course, there are other people who say he could be the next Ron Paul. That Glen Jacobs. He's hard to miss. libertybooksnh.net, something that rhymes with net. Does this look interesting to you? How about this? Or this? Well, in that case, you need this. Liberty Books, located at 75 Allison Street, Concord, New Hampshire. libertybooksnh.net, something that rhymes with net.